Hello everyone, welcome back to part 3 of this replay between Remind and FoV here on Twisted Meadows. Gargoyles still in the air, still with those 2-0 upgrades, just constantly flying around these trees, flying around these islands, being able to go into stone form and regenerate fairly quickly. Breath of Fire cast on all of these troll warlords and all of these creeps. Looks like as though that troll warlord will be taken down. The rest of the creeps now continuing to go ahead and take on this fight. However, the piercing of these drives going to quickly take it down. We have an Orb of Darkness being dropped. So an Orb of Darkness being picked up by that Pandarian Brewmaster. Pandarian Brewmaster now able to attack the air and also will be able to spawn skeletons whenever it deals a killing blow, I believe. So yeah, gonna be able to take spawn some skeletons if it deals that killing blow. Back over here, however, Gargoyles now engaging on these troll berserkers on the ground over here. By engaging on those creeps, even though the Death Knight and the Lich are not close by, that Lich should still be gaining some experience. Down at 1004 right now. We'll see what happens after a unit gets taken down. So yeah, down it goes. So it was at 1004 earlier. What is the Lich at now? Come on, click on the Lich. 1025. So continuing to gain experience on that Lich and on that Death Knight should work out fairly well if he's able to continue to creep. A level 5 Lich and a level 5 Death Knight is nothing to sneeze at, no matter how bad your allergies are, as they're able to go ahead and nuke 300 damage off of that Death Coil, and then I believe it's 350 off of the Frost Nova, and continue to slow that unit. Death Knight now sitting at 300 mana, just death coiling one of those bone worms or frost worms from the boneyard. Also a couple of abominations acting as that tank, and FoV, even though he does not have an expansion, as Remind now taking up an additional expansion, still playing fairly well. FoV, however, sitting on a 73/80 food army, Remind sitting over 79/90, but still, Remind has 2 gold mines currently operating. In come these Gargoyles. Gargoyles going to try to take down this Tree of Life. Down goes a single Wisp. No, it is detonated instead. We have a Frostworm in the air. Going to go ahead and try to focus down a couple of bears, perhaps. Now, Remind unable to repair this one particular Tree of Life. However, FoV does not know that there is, in fact, another Tree of Life sitting over here at the expansion at the 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock position. Dryads and Bears, with that Pandarian Brewmaster deciding to pull back away, deciding that it's not worth saving yet, needs to get regrouped, and in this fight. We also have a couple of meat wagons joining in on that fight. We also have a Shade joining in on those Dryads. So how is this really going to work? Breath of Fire, Drunken Haze, and now that Pandarian Brewmaster getting focused down. However, once again, using that stone form, coming back up, Frostworm in the air, just trying to focus down some of these units. Some of those bears getting focused down very quickly. Down they go, and now Dryads getting taken down very quickly as well. Both sides taking heavy casualties. However, those obsidian statues really offering a lot of healing hands to this whole entire undead army, forcing Remind to go ahead and teleport. Still, however, FoV does not have an expansion, and at this stage in the game, Remind's still able to reproduce or rebuild any units that are destroyed. Will he be able to macro up enough and start producing additional units, or is the army of FoV with that crazy healing from that level 3 Death Coil gonna be too much? FoV's now sitting at, need to click on his building, 68/80 food, as these units continue to fight and push on out. Remind now going to lose this Ancient of War, and it looks as though, yes, Remind wants to set up an expansion over here at the 7 o'clock position. So that's going to be another building that FoV really needs to take care of. Nice Staff of Preservation to save that low hit point Pandarian Brewmaster as this fight continues. Dryads and Ghouls getting taken down, and Gargoyles getting taken down as well. So just heavy casualties on both sides. Staff of Preservation sent the Pandarian Brewmaster over here, and now going to go ahead and use a Staff of Teleportation to try to get ahead and get some mana or moon juice from those moon wells. Drunken Haze, is he going to go ahead and try to Breath of Fire these units? Wow, no Breath of Fire. There we go. Finally, a Breath of Fire is in fact used. Pandarian Brewmaster now down to 115. Demon Hunter at level 5 was taken down. So it's a level 6 Death Knight versus a level 5 Lich. And as this fight continues, Pandarian Brewmaster very low on hit points. May turn around Breath of Fire once again, but that's not going to be enough. Pandarian Brewmaster taken down as well. And even though FoV does not have any additional gold mines at this stage, he is still in the winning hands right now, able to take down the level 5 Pandarian Brewmaster and that level 5 Demon Hunter. Abomination is now going to go ahead and finish off the rest of these particular trees, as Bear's now trying to pull away, and that Druid of the Claw down to 61 hit points. A Breath of Fire was in fact used by the Pandarian Brewmaster. Pandarian Brewmaster, if you remember earlier, had a potion of greater mana. That's why he was able to get a Breath of Fire off. Another Breath of Fire, another Drunken Haze. Gargoyles going back into Stone form, and a Frost Nova once again on the Pandarian, or Pandarin. No, yeah, the Pandarin. Someone was trying to correct my pronunciation on these. Remind still has a Moonwell sitting over here, and now Acolyte's waiting off to this expansion. Perhaps he will try to build an additional gold mine over here. He's only down to 10 gold though, so he definitely needs to sell some items or do a little bit of an engagement. FoV now seeing that level 6 on the Death Knight, level 6 on the Lich, doing Death and Decay. So Death and Decay cast on that Tree of Eternity. That Tree of Eternity is taking significant damage. I believe it's 80 damage per channel, and wow, that Tree of Eternity gonna take a lot of damage. Already down to 239. Frostworm gonna go ahead and offer that last kill, or sorry, right there. There we go. Down it goes, and really FoV, even though he wasn't mining for quite some time, still in a significant advantage. Probably does not know that Remind still has an expansion over here, but the amount of gold that FoV has spent is probably significantly larger than the gold that then FoV. Okay, so the gold that Remind has spent is significantly larger than the gold that FoV has spent. Now in comes a Lich coming from the backside. Perhaps we'll be able to get a couple Frost Novas off. However, FoV in a little bit of a dangerous situation now, getting mana burned, and may lose this Lich. Lich down to 429 hit points, needs to get a Death Coil. Will the Death Knight be able to come around in time and get a Death Coil off? Yes, able to get it off, and now that Lich pulling away. Demon Hunter sitting at level 5, Pandarian Brewmaster sitting at level 5, 2 staffs of teleportation on that Pandarian Brewmaster. I believe they share a cooldown, so there's no real reason for one hero to have 2 staff of teleportation. And no, not transferred. There he goes. Demon Hunter now picking up that staff of teleportation. Also has rune bracers, so will be pretty much much stronger against any hero nuking that comes from FoV. FoV now sitting on the larger army, but has not been able to produce any additional units, sitting at 49 over 80. Does he still have the larger army? Remind now sitting at 44 over 70. Yes, so FoV still having the larger army, but not by much. Probably the hero advantages making the major difference at this stage in the game. FoV now sitting with an obsidian statue as well. We'll see if the Death Knight goes ahead and sells anything in order to try to finish off this fight. We've already seen the Lich sell his sell those Claws of Attack, so that is a significant loss, losing 15 damage per attack. As that Lich once again continues to engage, Lich able to getting the Breath of Fire off, and will the Pandaren get taken down? No, not going to get taken down, and no Death Coils, no Frost Novas in order to be able to deal enough damage to take down that Pandaren and Brewmaster yet. Gonna go ahead and try to use up a little bit more Moon Juice. Gonna go ahead and get Ancient of Wonders, perhaps buy a Clarity Potion. Yes, Clarity Potion in order to get some additional mana and push back out. We'll see whose game it is in fact going to be. FoV still running around the map, sitting on level 6 versus a level 5. Remind still haunting or still gathering gold from this gold mine, not really concerned all too much. Dryads have only 1/1 upgrades compared to the upgrades of the Frostworms with 2-0 and Gargoyles with 2 zeros as well. So those Gargoyles may be able to win a fight in this particular instance. Lich now coming in. Frost Nova and Death Coil off on that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter now down to 260 hit points. May use the Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. There it goes. And now trying to use those Gargoyles continually. Bear now down to 28 hit points. Now getting taken down. Breath of Fire trying to take down the rest of these Gargoyles. And now continuing to fight back and forth. Death Knight, however, now out of mana. We'll see how this fight continues to work. One Frostworm just trying to focus down the rest of these units. Gargoyles in the air trying to focus down those Dryads. Dryads now getting taken down. Remind down to 40 hit or 40 food in this fight. Gonna lose one of those Dryads. And still, it's anyone's game at this stage. No real hero losses. Demon Hunter, however, down to 104 hit points. desperately needs to heal back up. Perhaps he'll be able to get away. Death Knight, on the other hand, trying to chase down, and perhaps will be able to chase him down. However, the Demon Hunter looks to be just a little bit more fast than that Death Knight. As the Demon Hunter now going to go ahead and run off to this Moonwell, maybe able to heal back up and then get a Mana Burn off. So Mana Burn now going to go an Agility hero fighting back against a Strength hero. The Agility hero normally wins. However, the Lich is going to come in, join in on this fight, get an Orb of, get a Frost Nova off, get a Mana Burn off on that Lich as well. Are we going to get another Frost Nova? No additional Frost Nova, as FoV it says that the game is pretty much almost over. Remind down to 46 over 70, and Remind, I do not know. Even though FoV had the higher score, 106 compared to 98 with those heroes, he was unable to finish off Remind due to that unknown expansion. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this WarCraft 3 replay between FoV and Remind here on Twisted Meadows.